Hi, we're Group Deep, and the charity that we chose to persuade you to donate to is ASPCA.
Okay, so a fun fact for you guys. Every year, 7.6 million animals enter the homeless shelters, and about 3 million of them will not make it out of the homeless shelter. The ASPCA faces many issues, one of which is the economic issue. They basically face the economic issues of the high cost to care for the animals. A lot of people will go in and adopt these animals and not realize the high cost of the veterinarian care that they require. Also, food and supplies for the animals are very costly, and a lot of people have to end up giving the animal back due to the high cost. Behavioral issues is also another one. A lot of times, because the animals have not been trained properly, they'll have pawing, jumping, excess energy, and destruction issues. That's basically just from the lack of training, and it's very expensive sometimes to send your dog into classes to correct these issues. Housing restrictions also plays a role in the ASPCA. Many communities do not allow these animals. A lot of times they have breed, weight, and height restrictions on the pets that they allow in the communities. So families that actually have relocated sometimes are forced to give up their pet because they've relocated to another community. The largest challenge that the ASPCA does face is the immense number of animals that they get taken in. The three main types of taken are basically stray animals. These are ones that never actually had a home. They're usually brought in by Good Samaritans or by local law enforcement. They also rescue animals from cruelty situations. It's really expensive for them to go in and make legal fees to take animals. They also have to put these animals through a lot of classes and behavioral issues because they have to get them ready to be adopted by another family. And also surrendering animals. A lot of people that have to relocate due to their jobs and stuff and go to places where they're not allowed to have these types of animals have to surrender them. About 2.7 million animals a year are surrendered by people who just cannot afford to take care of their animals again.
Animal cruelty comes in all different forms. Some that the ASPCA hits on the most is one is dog fighting. Even though it's illegal, most people take it as a sport who are participating in it. Normally these animals are kept in small confined areas that make them very irritated and very attached to their personal space, which makes them very aggressive when it comes to fighting. When they're in the cage fighting, it's normally in a 14 to 20 square foot area, and the dogs, they have their ears and their tails cut off, and this is so that when they're fighting, the other dog can't bite their tail, and so that one will win more than the other. Normally when the fight's over, which can take anywhere from a couple minutes to a couple hours, when the fight's over, the losing dog is normally just tossed to the side and killed. It's no longer needed. Another form of animal cruelty is a puppy mill. Puppy mills are all over the United States, and they're not really recorded, so the ASPCA has it averaged at about 10,000, and they are essentially where thousands of dogs are in an area, and they're just there for breeding. And so there are wire cages on wire cages, and the dogs don't get out, and they're just there to breed. And when a female dog gives birth, puppies are sent to a pet store where they're sold. And so this is what makes them stay around, is because they're getting money. And normally when a female dog can no longer give birth to babies anymore, and when a male dog can no longer make a female pregnant, they're normally just killed, and that's the end of them. And another one is animal hoarding. Animal hoarding is when someone with a mental illness that they are helping animals by housing an overabundance of animals. But all this is doing is hurting the animal because they're not getting the enough attention they need, enough food, or even vet treatment. And another one is horse slaughter. And horse slaughter is people bringing horses over borders, mostly U.S. horses, and they're brutally slaughtered just for human consumption. And that is the forms of animal cruelty that the ASPCA focuses on the most.
Okay, so for rescuing the animals, the ASPCA is a national organization that will send people out whenever a request comes in from local authorities. They help in all animal cruelty cases. In 2016, they were deployed 26 times to make rescues, and just recently assisted in removing 100 birds in a cockfighting raid in Maryville, Indiana. Not only do they rescue the animals, but they also help with investigations, forensic evidence collection and processing, and transporting the animals to safety once rescued. before the rescued animals are ready to be adopted, the ASPCA provides shelters for the animals to go to get the treatment that they need to get better. Then they're sent to local shelters once they're ready to be adopted. They also provide legal services to make sure that those involved are brought to justice.
In order to help the animals with a struggling life, the ASPCA does their best to put these animals into the most suitable living conditions. For an example, if an animal is in need of medical attention, there are several hospitals this organization will reach out to in order to make sure these animals receive proper treatment. Also, there are tons of adoption centers all across the United States that the ASPCA also works with in order to ensure that animals who are up for adoption are going to the right owners, and not to someone who will just abuse them and take advantage of them. If an animal has been vicious, or if an animal has vicious or hostile actions, there are rehabilitation centers in which the ASPCA also works with in order to properly train these animals to be friendly again. Animals who are abused or neglected are more likely to be hostile or vicious, so through these rehabilitation centers, the ASPCA does their best to show that these animals, that everything in their lives are going to get better and will be okay.
The ASPCA has many different programs, whether it is dealing or another example would be pet food banks. They also offer behavioral classes or behavioral tips. There's also pet helplines via the phone or online. There's many different establishments for the ASPCA. There are 4 good main ones. There's Shelby County, Alabama, Miami, Florida, Los Angeles, California, and Cleveland, Ohio. The main 2 would be Los Angeles, California, and also New York City. In New York City, they also have a state-of-the-art mobile surgical unit that you're able to get stray dogs and cats neutered due to the high population of dogs and cats in the area. They also help out with a public policy because on April 10, 1866, Henry, who is the founder, was awarded a charter for the Forum American Society of Prevention of Animal Cruelty, which also led to the passage of a first Anti-Cruelty Act. Also, for legal advocation, they provide legal guidance for prosecutors and investigators on relevant cruelty law and procedures, and they also help investigators and prosecutors with forensics and behavioral and law experts.
Throughout the entire country, there are thousands of animals that need caring individuals to help better their lives. Although many people say they want to act and help the animals that are in need, many individuals don't even know how to help, or they don't help at all. The ASPCA offers many ways for an individual to make a positive difference in any lives of any animal. The ASPCA offers advocacy alerts and events that works with local, state, and federal governments that they help protect the animals while keeping the people who are involved in the ASPCA updated on what's going on with the news within these animals and what's going on with them. Another way the ASPCA gives people the opportunity to help animals other than just reporting animal cruelty is they give the option for the people to volunteer through pet adoptions, animal rescue, and rehabilitation centers, and it gives people the option to be a daily care responder to any animal in need. One of the big ways the ASPCA tells people they can get help with animal cruelty is through eating more meals with more plants instead of meats. The ASPCA has a program that's called Shop With Your Heart, and they give a list of foods that are made by companies that are against the GMOs and against animal cruelty by getting food and meat and dairies from the companies that have all the animal cruelty centers and all that. So they give you another option. So Overall, the ASPCA gives people many different ways to help the precious lives of all types of animals. So I believe there's no excuse for anyone to not help the animals, even the slightest bit.
Now, for the past 150 years, the ASPCA has been leaders in rescue, welfare, and adoption. Professor, be a guardian and donate to this obviously winning charity. Ways you can donate is monthly. Monthly, you can either donate $19, $25, or $30 amount, or you can pick whichever amount you'd like to donate. One-time donation of $25, $35, $50, $150, or $500.
One major way to get involved with the ASPCA, while still helping their cause and still benefiting yourself, is to donate to their memorial, honor, and birthday gift programs. The way that this program works is an individual will donate any amount of money which goes to the organization's cause, and in return, the individual will receive either a happy birthday card for either themselves or whomever they desire, or an honor or memorial card for whoever the donation is in memory of. Through this program, those who donate will feel more involved with the program while still contributing to the ASPCA's cause, and also will still benefit through receiving a gift. Overall, you can see that this is an excellent form of helping out and a way to give back to the community.
So not only can you donate money to ASPCA, but you can also donate any old vehicles that you might have, whether it be a car, truck, motorcycle, RV, boat, airplane, anything. They have contracts with over 3,500 tow companies, so they can provide free pickup anywhere in the country. You are also able to receive a tax deduction equal to what the vehicle is sold for by the charity.
Another great way to donate to the ASPCA is to donate through your will or trust. A good example of this is when you write a will, you will leave some of your finances to the ASPCA, or you can either give them some of your estate.
Okay, so overall you can see that the ASPCA provides many benefits in order to help homeless animals that are in the country. So that's why we think it would be a great charity for you to make your donation to. We all thank you for your time.
Thanks, bye.